My name is Cynthia Rhea, and I started Black Daffodil probably 4 years ago. It started out as just my clothing line. I made clothes in my home studio, and I carried my stuff in small boutiques around Toronto. And 2 years ago I discovered the Junction, which is where I am on Dundas, and actually it's been my dream to have a shop, my own shop with a little studio and just something I can call my own, make things when I want to make them, sell whatever I want to sell. As time went on, it just kind of created itself, you know what I mean? It just turned into what it is now, and probably in another 2 years it will have evolved again into something bigger and better, hopefully. I believe that every woman has these two sides to her, like the sweet and soft feminine lady daffodil flower side, and the edgy side, the one that is strong, who won't let anybody push her around, is edgy, will get what she wants. I have those two sides to me, and I believe that every woman does. I feel like that's my personality. Like one day I can be all prim and proper, and the next day I have my biker jacket on. For me, it's not really about the trends, it's about the details in design. That's kind of what catches my eye. Like if I see a dress, I'll think, oh, I like where that dart is, more than, you know, the trend of like right now fringe and feather and, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's all interesting to me, but mostly what inspires me are the details in design and art.
Do you have a favorite designer?
Alexander McQueen, of course. I was devastated when he died. Jean-Paul Gaultier, I love. Who else do I like? I like a lot of the, I think Gucci's interesting, even though they have that, I like they have the European kind of twist going on, but they're still a little bit edgy and they make it their own. Vivienne Westwood, of course, her shoes are stellar, they kill me every time. Those would be my top, I think.
Okay, so what are 3 clothing items that you have to have? Your 3 must-have
clothing items, number 1, my pencil skirt, that is number 1. Even though I'm not wearing one today. My pencil skirt, usually high waist. Clothing, so no shoes.
Well, shoes.
I'm a big shoe girl. I love my pumps, my Mary Janes. And I would have to say, it's not clothing, but my bangles. I love my bracelets and my cuffs and my bangles. This is called the Olivia dress. We made this was from fall 2009. And we did it in a few different fabrics. This is our deep teal in the jersey, and it did really well, actually. It's the dress with pockets, which I love. The piece that I'm most excited about right now is the Monroe jacket. This will be done probably by next week. The idea is, again, the prim and proper, and then you've got a bit of the
edginess.
Here I am, you know, so there it is. A lot of different women shop here, a lot of different women. I think she needs to love her body, you know, she needs to be confident and, you know, ready to stand out and not afraid of that. The feminine girl who loves a bit of the edge as well. People from 18 to 65 shop here, so it's kind of like a broad customer base. Until now we've been doing piece by piece by piece, and everything kind of we make does really well. People like our stuff. So I think now I'm kind of in the midst of making that next step. We're going to actually come out with a full collection so that, you know, and then do photo shoots, and then maybe, you know, who knows, Toronto Fashion Week. Like, I always want to feel like I'm evolving, you know, even with everything I do, even besides the shop and Black Daffodil, I feel like it's important to always want to grow. Well, I learned a lot, but basically I've learned to not be afraid, to just go for it, you know, like, had I thought about, okay, this means I'm putting myself out there, this means that, you know, people might not like my stuff, this means that it might not work. Had I thought about that, I would have chickened out, I wouldn't have done it. So I think the most important lesson for me is that it can be done. It can be done with a lot of determination and hard work, and sometimes I sit back and look at this place and I think, damn, you know, I did it. I'm Cynthia Rea from Black Daffodil, reporting for Fashion Weekly magazine.